So in my last video I spoke about the first two of the Home Alone movies, and today I decided why not finish the job by reviewing the last two of those movies. Yes, two. We are not doing this shit again. Just like the first movie, we begin with the typical Home Alone intro, then onto a scene in the Hong Kong. So instead, we begin in a scene with a bunch of assassins trying to sneak a microchip into a plane until an old lady gets in the way and takes the wrong bag.
It has to be on a plane. We are going to Chicago.
Not to burst your cool or anything, but you do know that the person could be waiting for the Philadelphia one, right? I mean, how could you be for sure that the person actually went to Chicago? I mean, you were right, but still. But anyway, we are finally introduced to Kev. Who the fuck is this little you? So yeah, they completely changed the whole cast for the original, giving us a little shit named Alex. I mean, Culkin probably couldn't have made it into Home Alone 3 anyway. He's probably too busy having sausage parties with Michael Jackson. Also, can't forget about them making Scarlett Johansson his sister and making him have a brother whose acting is worse and makes people that make anti-bullying videos acting 10 times better. The old lady is a complete and utter bitch to Kevin. Sorry, my bad, I meant Alex. Not appreciating that an 8-year-old decided to clear the snow for her, but instead of actually getting paid, she decides to give him this toy car, which you will find out later has something very special inside it. But when he goes home, he finds out that he has the chickenpox, so has to stay inside. Something I want to say about this movie is it has quite the amount of sexual references in it. Like, they have Alex's brother have naked women in his room, posters by the way, and also make some kind of joke about Alex shutting the toilet seat on his penis, but I guess PP and boobies equals funny. Sorry mate, but I'm pretty sure that's not how remotes work. I see you're trying to do the haha funny, but no. But while Kevin is homesick, his mum ends up having to leave, and while she is gone, leaving her fetus child all alone, he decides to look through his telescope, seeing one of the assassins inside the house. So he calls the feds come in and they dip.
Freeze!
Oh, you get it? Because like the dog like froze when they said freeze, like funny. But they make Alex look like a schmuck anyway. Since you have the mindset of your fetus 8-year-old child falsely calling the police when he's home alone, you would think that he's untrustworthy to be stayed home alone again. But no, these parents are built different, yeah? So they leave him home alone again? Parents of the decade, everybody. But the same cycle repeats itself, making Kevin get clowned on by his siblings.
Now that you've pranked the cops twice, it goes on your permanent record.
For the rest of your life, if you call for help, it won't come.
Dad missed his plane.
He was late for a meeting with his boss.
We have to fork over much-needed family cash to the Steffens and to an evil octogenarian so they can have their doors repaired.
Even worse, the world laughs at Alex. You stay in the family name.
Wait, who the fuck jogs while having a baby in the pram? Is this an American thing? Funny thing to mention, as I finished writing the script for this video, I literally saw a man doing the exact same thing. The same cycle again repeats itself. I swear to God, these assassins are trash, man. These niggas decide to break into the house 3 days in a row, even though feds came. But Alex decides to put a camera on top of the toy car and drive it and see what's wagwaning. Since we obviously know that the car is what they want, they start chasing it and we get the big ha-ha funny slapstick comedy. Of course it flops, so Alex decides to see what's inside the toy car, sees the chip and decides to call the Navy or military, whatever it's called. The assassins decide to try and use their brain and realize that a kid must be the one snitching. So they end up calling Kevin's mom, track the phone number, realize that Alex is inside that house, and obviously are gonna go there the next day to go in and take the car and probably put him in a spliff.
They'll understand when I'm done. They'll know I was telling the truth. I'm not gonna cry or feel sad or scared. They're grown-ups and they're criminals. But this is my neighborhood and this is my house. No matter how old they are, no matter how big they are.
Oh, scary! I thought you were just the 8-year-old with the chickenpox, not the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
No problem. Your coat's over there.
Oh, thanks. I wonder where my brown one.
Wait! Why don't you go fill your commuter cup with yummy hot coffee and I'll get your coat for you.
The acting and charm to win over millions. But we get a montage of Alex fixing all the traps and you know, then we get the slapstick comedy we know and love.
Bruh, bruh, bruh. Bruh, 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 bruh.
Not gonna lie, it was hot, steamy, ass. I know in the first two movies it was stupid, goofy, and a little bit dark, but at least it made some sort of sense. But these ones are fucking retarded. How would Alex have known that they would go to certain places at certain times? Like, how would he have known that this Donnie would have picked up the wrong gun? And what if he shot it and it actually killed him? Also, how in hell did an 8-year-old by himself cut a hole through his floor? But during this whole montage thing, these niggas decided to kidnap the old lady. He saves her, give the chips to the feds, military, whatever they are. These Donnies get arrested with the chicken pox, haha funny. And that's the end of the movie. The movie was boring. Not gonna lie, I slept through most of it, so I had to rewatch it unfortunately. Something I didn't mention while I was summarizing this was the fucking parrot. I swear to God, if I was speaking about it, I would have been going on forever and this video would be longer than it already is. Like, it didn't need to be there. And there was quite the amount of sexual thing equals funny. But anyway, I'm giving this movie a 4 out of 10. Let's go to Home Alone 4. Kill me, please. So we start with the famous intro of the house, of course, then the house itself, then we see the characters who are reboots of the original one. We get the psycho mom, of course, we get the dickhead of her brother Buzz, and we get the little sister who I'm just gonna call Mary. I don't care what her name is, to be honest, she's really irrelevant. But then we are introduced to our Kevin, and instead of having the blonde hair, blue eyes, and Xanax, yeah, I'm just gonna stop doing that, Jesus. This Kevin has brown hair, big, massive blue eyes, and can't act for shit. He is watching a VHS tape of his family enjoying Christmas, and is sad because Mumsy and Pop are not together anymore. His mum comes into the house to speak about Christmas and the divorce and all of that shit, and they put sad soppy music on top of it like we're supposed to give a damn. Like, we don't even know these niggas.
Hey, the guy!
I thought you were coming tonight.
Oh, I thought I'd surprise you.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Buzz. Okay, gosh, the place looks great. Really nice decoration.
Dad, why'd you come tonight?
Please, give this nigga an Oscar. So Kevin's dad comes over to finalize the divorce because he's got a new main thing and this one's just expired, I guess. And she gets pissed. He also comes to try and rob the kids from her on Christmas Day. They all say no and then the nigga just fucks off. And when the mom and Mary are gone, we are then given a montage of Buzz abusing Kevin. And they play this jovial music as if it's just brothers being brothers. Like, I swear to God, this movie has poor music choices. And of course the fetus gets traumatized. And he tells his mom about it, and his mom, instead of listening to him, punishes him for it. These moms are just like no other, aren't they? And the sad part is, he goes in his room and speaks to his teddy, contemplating life, saying, why can't I have a family that loves me? Jesus Christ. But he runs from home to go to his dad's mansion, where we are introduced to his dad's main thing, which is going to be his soon-to-be stepmom, Natalie. And we're also introduced to the butler, Raj. I'm just going to call him Raj because I don't care for what his name is. Who is a moody old bastard who just hates him for no reason. He gets introduced to the smart house, which is a house that has a remote where you can control things and do things that you could do by yourself, like opening curtains and opening and closing doors. They also introduce him to his room where it's just full of massive speakers, plenty of TVs, and basically he has like quadruple the amount of stuff that he actually needs. I'm pretty sure the movie did that just so the kids watching this can be like, whoa, look how many TVs are there, yo, so many speakers, this room is amazing. It's morning and Kevin's dad and Natalie have to go, leaving Kevin all alone in the mansion with Raj and the maid lady that I don't really care too much about, which we might need to later. Kevin's pissing my man off, so my man tells him to piss off, which Kevin does by going into Raj's room. Then Raj comes in to see him in there and threatens him. Then we are cut to a scene of Kevin vibing in the mansion, and then we're introduced to the burglars, with the main one being completely whitewashed and the retard just being replaced with another person that's supposed to be the main one's wife. Kevin sees them and we do the slapstick comedy, blah blah blah. He floods the entire house and Natalie gets upset, understandably. Kevin gets the big trouble. Raj claims that he never even knew or saw any of the burglars, so Kevin decides to sneak into Raj's room to see the security footage. He gets threatened again, but gets taken out by the maid lady. He tells her that he has speculation that someone is doing an inside job to help these burglars, since they had a remote of their own, and understandably he believes that Raj is the one who is the imposter. But after that whole situation, we get taken to a scene of a montage of Natalie, Kevin and his dad decorating the Christmas tree, and the song they choose for the montage is so annoying, cringe, and just damn right terrible. When I first listened to it, I thought it was a banger, I'm not even gonna cap. But anyway, Kevin and his dad wake up to see that their decorations being chucked in the bin and replaced by Natalie's decorators, which makes Kevin be the big sad. But then his mom comes in anyway, so he's gassed. There's a party going on and the burglars come back again. He locks the Raj nigger in the freezer, makes them fall out of a window, ruining the whole party, and gets in trouble again.
Because if you ever do anything like that again, you'll be out of this house so fast your head will spin. So your father's getting divorced. Boo-hoo. Everyone's parents get divorced. That's life. You'll get over it. He wants you in his life, and I think that's admirable. But if you want him in your life, you better not cross me. Understood?
Oh, sorry, Miss XX chromosome, daddy gave me everything. But when the dad and the XX chromosome leave again, Kevin decides to booby trap the house because he assumes that the burglars are gonna come again. He traps Raj, then we get the plot twist that the nice maid lady in fact is the inside person. I literally can't give two shits, man. I know I'm just summarizing the movie, but there's just nothing interesting or anything she has done for me to even care of the twist. They just did it for the sake of it. But when he's downstairs, Raj has a phone and gives it to Kevin. He manages to perfectly call his brother Buzz, but then when his mom gets to answer the call, it doesn't work. Oh, it's meant to be a phone that works for plot convenience. Okay. When he finds a way to get out, we get the slapstick comedy we know and love. I don't care, man. Of course it's gonna be shit, just like the third one.
Bruh, 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 bruh.
But they get arrested. Kevin's dad decides that, you know what, I don't like this rich main thing anymore. I want my last main thing. Which doesn't make sense whatsoever. Although again, I just summarized the movie. The only thing that happened between them two is arguing about the divorce papers, and when Kevin's mom came to the mansion, they spoke about Kevin and losing his teddy. Interesting movie, everybody. Raj quits also, leaving Natalie all alone on Christmas Day. I understand that she's a snob, but she didn't really do anything wrong. Kevin's the one who fucked up the houses, you know. I know they were going for the rich person bad, poor people good, but it just wasn't good, was it? But that's the end of the movie, everybody. I guess the moral of the story is always wear a condom. This movie was utter garbage, and I forgot to mention there's also a prince thrown in there somehow. The movie's budget must have been so ass. It looks like the only thing they could afford was the original house in the beginning and the mansion. Not to mention also the Home Alone title. And I love how none of these actors haven't blown up from this movie. Like Home Alone 3 was ass, but look at Scarlett Johansson, everybody. She's a millionaire. From the terrible garbage movie maker transitions to the lazy plot, this movie should just be chucked in the bin, vacuum all the particles, and make sure not even an atom of it is ever released to the public again, even though I'm making this video. The movie's a 0 out of 10. The movie was garbage, ass, and a waste of my time. And ladies and gentlemen, this has been OhMarDayz on the reviewing of the Home Alone movies part 2. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I struggled making this video, so please give it a like. I hope everyone had a lovely Christmas and everyone has a lovely brand new year, and get ready to get rid of this terrible 2020 year. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, of course. So don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll catch you soon. OhMarDayz out.